Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Vallen, and this is a vlog informing you of upcoming updates and news and content to the Mischief of Mice channel. So, not too much. It's just going to be a really quick update this week. More or less going to be continuing on with Embers, which, by the way, will also be getting a lot of changes for 112 from conversations I've had with Ellison. It's going to be actually some of the beginning mechanics will change on that. So once he releases that, I'll probably be doing a 112 tutorial as well. But and he might change something in 111. He's not sure. I guess we'll find out. But either way, I'm still going to continue on with the Embers bit by bits. 2 out of 5 chapters are completed so far. But moving on from that, we're also going to be working on at least another immersive engineering episode. You guys are really loving the immersive engineering bit by bits, and there's not much content left, I have to say. But with the update to 112 or 111, excuse me, it's been quite well received, and I can't say I disagree. I'm pretty happy about it myself. I did, for those that may have noticed and looked at the content that was released in 111, I did miss a couple things, and that was specifically like the kiln, or I believe you can alloy metals with it. It's a very beginning game version, which I think is absolutely wonderful. I love that a lot. So you don't have to make some complex machine in order to make alloys anymore. You can make it in a more immersive and early game manner. So I'll cover that, but I'll also cover a few of the other smaller items that I missed in some of the later 110 add-ons in probably one more episode. I don't think that there's going to be too much more after that. And there were a ton of fixes in the recent version, and he's doing a little bit more cleanup and stuff like that from the conversion. So everything's looking really good on that. But moving on, I've got plenty of other mods that I can cover, and I kind of been stuck on immersive engineering. So like I said before, I wanted to try and focus on like one mod, or sorry, you can see my hand just disappears as I go off the side here. But I wanted to focus on one mod for like a long-term bit by bit, and then do a bunch of like smaller ones as we go, so that I could get a few other smaller, underappreciated mods in there as well. But I haven't been sticking to that too much, just because all this new stuff coming out. So we'll see if I can get back onto that and get a few more other interesting mods as well, besides immersive engineering. Not to say that it isn't wonderful, but I feel that I've covered just about everything in there. Once I've got one more bit by bit out. So moving on to the rest of the channel, there's lots more Let's Play content out there. Invasion, as well as Craft of the Titans. For those that are following along with Craft of the Titans, there are going to be some tough times coming up in that one for Kashka and I. It's not in this next episode, I don't think, but not far off. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. That's the only hint slash maybe a spoiler. We're going to be running into some challenges, but it's entertaining challenges nonetheless. And of course, Invasion. We're going to continue on with the rest of the Mischief in there and explore, doing all sorts of derps as we learn the changes to all the mods and everything. Plus, I know some of us haven't played some of those mods before. And so it's kind of a learning experience for all of us, but hey, it's pretty interesting playing a 4-player Invasion. So yeah, the big heavy co-op in that you can advance quicker, but you also can, you get more stuff because of it, but then at the same time, your resources in the world are more limited to, instead of 1 player, you've got 4 to cover. So it's kind of a trade-off in that manner. You can cover more ground, but at the same time, the resources you find in the world are more limited because there's 4 of you instead of 1. But I look forward to us continuing to progress in that. We'll be covering that. I've got more Mischief Musings to cover. Turns out I went through a whole lot of games last week for Mischief Musings. There was like I was saying before, I had quite a backlog. I still have a backlog. I've got several games that I would like to play and cover on the channel, but there was just a bunch of them that they weren't really that good, so I did not put them up on the channel. I'm not going to name names on them either, but regardless, we got out their police stories, which, if you haven't seen already, they're on Kickstarter. They're in their final week. If you have an interest in that game, I recommend you check it out now and give them, a head up on their Kickstarter. Check it out because there's a lot more than what I showed you. It was just a short demo. There's a lot more options that they want to include and stuff. It's their alpha that they're using to advertise their Kickstarter campaign. I should have mentioned that in the video, and I feel horrible for it. So please feel free to check out that video. It should be, the last video before this one on the channel, so it shouldn't be difficult to find. It looks like a pretty decent game, and I look forward to the extras that they're going to be adding into it and the more development that they're going to be putting into it once they're able to get funded for it. So, but that was about it. Not much else at the moment. There's plenty more always possible in the future. Tons of stuff on the horizon. Kashka and I are still going to be getting out I'm getting distracted by the backgrounds. I'm seeing like little critters running around in the background here. Kashka and I are going to be working on a special something that hopefully we'll be getting out, if not this week. At the very latest, I would assume next week. But that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. So I hope all of you have had a great weekend, and I look forward to another week working on this content. So don't forget to give a like, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, and visit our Discord channel. Don't be afraid to jump in there. I haven't been as active as I should be lately. I think I said this last time, which means that I haven't been very active in there. But I think it's because I've got a lot of stuff I've been working on. Oh, there was one other thing that I forgot to mention, and that was all the mods. 3 for Minecraft 1.12. Oh my gosh, this should have been the topic. They're going to be having like for those that may be familiar with it, like a Forgecraft-like invitation for content creators and devs to test and run a preliminary test of the pack. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be up sometime this week if the timeline still holds true. And it'll be beta testing, and then once that's done in about a week is what they're expecting, maybe 2, depending on how the testing goes. It should just be a week, I would imagine, but because they're fairly light about that. But then it should be released to the public. So heck, a really big 1.12 mod pack could potentially be ready in like 1.5, 2 weeks, if all goes well. So keep your fingers crossed, people, that all the mods 3 will be out there. And I will probably be doing some kind of, I don't know, stream, let's play, just something. I might record some of the content of beta testing while we're on there. We'll see what we can do to crash the servers. So that's the point of the testing, right? But anyway, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, don't be afraid to give a like below, and I'll see you next time.